Welcome in to another episode of Pure Pressure Podcast. I am your host, Pressure. We're in the building. And today's topic is, how are you really? And the reason for the really is because, it's automatic to say I'm okay. I'm good. I'm grateful. I'm blessed. Everything cool. I'm cool, whatever. But in reality, are you? Are you really okay? Are you really good? Is everything really copacetic in real life? And a lot of times it's not. Especially with everything that's going on around the world, with all of the changes and disruption and killings, and it's just a lot. It's a lot going on. And so if you know anything about peer pressure, you know that I started this podcast as a way to vent and to open up more about my experiences and things I've gone through, and to also motivate others to do the same. Because a lot of times you don't realize who you can help just by telling your truth. And mentally, it is very healing, to actually be able to watch yourself grow through things, through other people, by you choosing to take a path to actually help other people who've been through things you've been through, or who've experienced things you've experienced, and to not just shy away from it because it was a traumatic experience or because it mentally bothered you. So being in that mental space, being a mental health advocate, working with people in mental health, I be wanting to check on y'all. I am what they call the strong friend. I have people now that check on me more, but for the most part, I do a lot of checking on people. So, I know there are other people like myself who sometimes you need somebody to ask you, you good? You cool? You alright? You need a hug? You need to talk? You need to cry? What's up? I feel like we all need that at some point in our lives. It's in our lives, meaning that is something that we need to come and go. We need that support system constantly, continuously, ongoing. In my city in particular, in Richmond, we've experienced a lot of loss in these last couple of months. Actually, in these last couple of years, decades, whatever you want to call it. And I know it's similar in other cities, but I can only speak from my experience. And it's heartbreaking. And it's scary. It's scary. I'm not here to give my opinion on any situation. I'm not here to say who was right, who was wrong, what happened. I am just saddened by all of it. However it happened, whatever reason it happened. Then before I started this, saw a story about Lil Ronnie and his 5-year-old daughter. What's going on? What's really happening? What's really happening in real life? You can't tell me that people are okay. You can't. You can't say that people are okay. And if you are okay, then something's off with you. Then you really not okay. You feel me? If you don't have a conscience for the people who are losing their lives left and right, if you don't have some type of compassion or understanding for the people who are just crashing out, or you're not worried about the people who are just crashing out, even if you, if you're just whatever, everything is crumbling slowly but surely. There's a message. I don't know if y'all chiming in to whoever y'all God is, your higher power, if you have one of those. But it's time. If you do, if you have one, it's about that time. Whatever that may be, however you see fit, whether you are just a spiritual person like myself, but you believe in God or whatever, do what you got to do. Because me, my God, and my ancestors, because otherwise, how could you not lose it? Like, how could you not mentally just gone? Like, if you have a conscience at all, if you feel anything, and the stuff that's going on right now is not upsetting you, you probably don't have the conscience you think you got. You might be evil. Might be fighting them demons they be talking about. I don't know. But what I do know is we as a people really need to pay more attention to our people. We need to pay more attention. Me, myself, I'm speaking to myself as well. There are some things that have been going on in my life that I have shied away from because I already have too much other stuff that I'm worried about. And what's happening around me is making me realize, like, nah. Like, anything that I feel or anybody that I think about or I'm worried about, concerned about, it got to be addressed. Whether it be a good thing, a bad thing, indifferent. If something is making me uncomfortable, if something's off, I don't care what it is. If it's a person, place, a thing. If it does not serve my highest good, or if it's something I need to work on, whatever it is, I'm in other words, I'm getting me in order. And I've been on this journey for a minute now, for years, but it's like a whole new fire lit under me to make sure that I complete the goals that I set for myself. And they're happening. It's happening, and I love it. I'm very grateful. But while those good things are happening to me, there are other things around me that are concerning. And sometimes you think you're ready for stuff. Sometimes you think you're prepared for things until they happen. Or you're in the midst of them. You're like, oh, if such and such, if this happened, I'll be prepared at this point. Da, da, da. You never know. You don't know until you know. That's all I can say. So yeah, this is a call out, not only to y'all to check in, but to myself. I had to address that question for myself as well. Like, Pressure, you cool? You alright? Because mental health is real. And I know, people like, oh, she always smiling, she all. Hey, looks can be deceiving. It be a lot going on in here. I be moving and doing a lot for a reason. It's like sometimes my vision gets blurred because I'm so focused on making things happen. So it's this, if I can just get this done and take care of that and do this and that. And it's like sometimes you have to slow down and really address some things that ain't got nothing to do with working, ain't got nothing to do with hustling, they ain't got nothing to do, like, address your heart, address your soul, address your mental, address those that you love, address it, address your vulnerability, be vulnerable with somebody. If you can't be vulnerable with your spouse that to that extent you feel like you don't want to talk to them about your mental health, first of all, you need to reevaluate that situation. But you still need to find someone that you can, or some way, even if that's writing. I use writing, painting, whatever. You got to express yourself. Cause y'all, like, when you don't express yourself, that looks like crashing out and possibly losing your life, or taking somebody else's life, or ending up somewhere you ain't intend to be, or no longer being with us all together because you just couldn't take it. It's happening. It's happening. People I went to high school with, like, it's happening. Like, this is not a joke. It's not a game. Y'all really have to make sure y'all are taking care of y'all and y'all people. Hug your people, love your people. Be there. Be genuine. If you rock with them, let them know. Don't be afraid to tell somebody that you're thinking about them, or you care about them, or you love them. Also, don't be afraid to tell somebody that they got you fucked up. Because that's also about a part of taking care of your mental health. You have to also set and stand on boundaries for yourself. It can't be all sunshine and rainbows either. Sometimes that the mental health break and check in for yourself is saying, hold on. Now, I'm allowing this person to treat me a way that I know is beneath me, my character, and what I bring to this situation. Why is that? What about me is making me do this? Like, let me go ahead and address this with myself and with them. Sometimes that's what it looks like. Sometimes you got to get people out of there. You can't allow people to drain you. You everybody has their own cup. If nobody's pouring back into your cup, it's really not. It's not beneficial, and it's not smart to continue to pour into theirs. If all they doing is taking, like, keep on adding to this. Come on, give me some more. And you're not getting no reciprocity. And now that doesn't always mean monetarily. That doesn't always mean mentally or emotionally or physically, whatever. It can be different places. You know what I mean. If someone is draining your energy or draining you, they're draining your happiness, draining your peace, remove them. Remove people, places, and things from all dimensions that no longer serve you. Period. And it's hard. Like, first of all, it's hard to actually have the discernment to know that. And then if you're a person who's used to people pleasing, it can be hard for you to actually act on that because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or just because of fear of being by yourself, or not wanting to seem shallow or not look a certain way or whatever. If it don't work for you, get out of there. If that person is draining more from you than they're bringing to you, get out of there. If you realize you're arguing more than you're smiling, get out of there. Or even if you are the person that you feel like you're draining from that person because you don't belong there, you know this situation is not for you, don't drain nobody else either. Get out of there. And go find what you actually want, what you actually deserve, what you actually desire. Like, and that goes for jobs, that goes in relationships with your family members. Like, everybody can't go. Period. Everybody can't go. And that's okay. I promise you it's fine. I promise you it's fine. But no, seriously, I really want y'all to take time to check in on your loved ones, check in on your friends. Even if you don't know the people who have passed away, reach out, extend kind words. If you feel it, don't do it genuinely. Don't go out here bull jabbing and just being out here just because this person was known by everybody and all that stuff. But if it's nudging on you, if it's bothering you, do something. Do something to make the smallest change is sending the right energy into the universe, whether you believe that or not. It is. That's the difference between good and bad karma. You got to put it out there to get it back. Period. It's boomerang. So just be the person that you want to see outside in the world. Be the person that people can come to when they feel like they don't have nobody else to talk to, instead of them doing something that could completely change everybody around them's lives. Like, allow people to be vulnerable with you. Allow people to feel safe with you. And like I said, make sure you find that place for yourself as well. Don't bottle it up. It's not going well, y'all. Like, y'all gotta really pay attention. It's not happening like this frequently, this often, for no reason. There's definitely a reason behind it. We not paying enough attention. He upset. And that's just my take on it. God ain't playing no more. He not playing no more. So yeah, I wanted to use this podcast, and it's more of a public service announcement. Check on somebody. Make sure you're good, and make sure your people's good. Because right now, it ain't looking good. I love y'all, I like y'all, and I life y'all. I'm out.